What's up, y'all? Welcome to the What is Truth podcast. I am your exquisite host, Mr. Wheezy Poo Poo. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Let's start as we usually do. God damn it. What's up, Kitty Cat? What's up, Vicky? What's up, Marion G? Miss Hev, the lovely Miss Hev. Hell yeah. F the Tories. Demelza. Secret Squirrel. Mr. T. In the mofo house. What's up, Freddy? What's up, Jeff's wig? Alright. What's up, Rodder? Who else we got up in here? Alright, y'all. Well. Hadn't done a Maxwell stream here on YouTube in a few weeks. A few developments have come out since then. We had the Maxwell trial come to a conclusion. That doesn't mean I have been inactive. I did do a couple of shows. I did one with Addy Ads. He has been the boots on the ground journalist for the Maxwell trial. It was an excellent interview. We even brought up Sean Atwood. So if you want to catch that whole episode, go to my Odysee channel. Link will be in the live chat and in my description here. And or you can listen to the conversation on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes. Leave a review on those. It helps greatly. Also, last week I did an interview on New Year's Day with Corey Hughes, and I've got a lot of feedback and mostly positive. A mind-blowing conversation. A lot of minds were blown last week. Fascinating conversation. A little too risque for YouTube. So if you want to listen to that, go ahead onto my Odysee channel. Same thing with the podcast. It's all up there. Uncensored, unfettered, unfiltered, unscathed. All that jazz. What's up, Roscoe? What's up, old school Pete's? And what's up, Billy Boy? All right. So we are now back at it. Like I said, I just wanted to get those out of the way. I haven't been inactive. If you don't want to miss any, if you enjoy the content, a lot of my videos are on Odysee. It says 100 videos, but I don't think all my streams made the transfer. I think there's a 3-hour limit, and you guys know me. I got that stamina. And so due to the 3, I do streams for 4 hours, 5 hours, 10.5 hours with my man Brian Harvey. Shout out to Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey showed up to the live stream last week. Hell yeah! Shout out to my man E17 in the house. And if you guys don't want to miss it, subscribe to those channels. So going back to the Maxwell trial, we're gonna cover Mr. Nonce Andrew as well. There was news this week that one of the jurors may have lied in the questionnaire, where apparently one of the questions was if he had gone through abuse as a child or in his past, whatever. And they didn't want those kind of jurors because they felt it wouldn't be fair for the defense, blah, 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 and their biases would come in, yada, yada, yada. Well, when I heard that, without doing any research, any further research or anything, I saw the article, skimmed it, heard some stuff on it. My red flags quickly went up. Well, you go through the whole selection process, and now we could be seeing a mistrial because of this. And being of the mindset that I am, I says to myself, something don't smell right. So as I do whenever I get ready for these streams, I try to do tons of homework, tons of listening, tons of reading. in preparation. So for those of you that are not fully caught up, I try to catch you up and get you the best information that I can. So let me pull up the articles. There's going to be some bombshells. Some of you may have already figured this out, but I don't think most of you have figured this out yet. And I'm going to give you that bombshell. It's quite the doozy. So my sneaky suspicions that something is afoot. That's why the name of this stream is called The Shenanigans Continue. All right. Let's go to the first article. What's up, Ms. Lemons? What's up, Amy Theist? Welcome to the stream, y'all. And after the stream is over, we will go to Odysee. If you guys want to call in, look in the description, StreamYard link, Skype link, whatever you guys want to use. We'll get the show on the road. God damn it. All right. Here we go. So, Juror in Ghislaine, this is from the New York Post, dated January 8th, 2022. Juror in Ghislaine Maxwell mistrial scandal retains Anna Sorokin's lawyer. That's a pretty pricey lawyer. Who's paying for this? That's what the questions are arising already. So this is a juror, all right? This is a juror. And he's already seeking legal counsel. A lot of weird ass shit. And you'll see some of the pictures here on the New York Post that they put up. The juror at the center of the Ghislaine Maxwell's bid for a mistrial has lawyered up with the attorney who represented the fake heiress Anna Sorokin, new court documents show. Lawyer Todd Spodek filed notice in Maxwell's Manhattan federal case late Wednesday, confirming he would now appear in this case as counsel for jury number 50. All right. This is him right here. That juror is Scotty David right here with his little mask in a family-sized Cheez-It box trying to cover his identity, who gave a series of interviews in which he admitted to swaying deliberations by recounting his own trauma from childhood abuse. Go away. All right. Sorry, had to kick that pop out. David, who spoke using his first and middle names, said he couldn't remember whether he revealed his tragic past. Ooh, just one. Thank you. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Ooh, my beard just came in time. Oh, yeah. ASMR on that ass. All right. On Thursday, he emerged from his Midtown apartment with a suitcase and overnight bag, shielding his face from a post photographer using a giant box of Cheez-Its. How ridiculous is this shit? Look at it. Look at this clown right here. Hauling ass with his skinny jeans and a family-sized Cheez-It box to cover that identity. Give me a break. God damn it. A second juror told New York Times Wednesday that they too had been abused as children and that their story also appeared to help shape the jury's discussions. So, as we can see here, was this deliberately done? Was this an accident? Blah, blah, blah. I heard this news and I immediately started to smell some fishy stuff. There's Cheez-It Boy. Kind of looks like a pirate. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Roscoe. Judge Allison Nathan on Wednesday accepted the bid, announcing a timeline for the defense to move for a new trial in light of the issues raised. Her ruling also noted how prosecutors had called for counsel. God, I love you, man. Sorry about that. Oh, damn. All right. Swig to that. Cheers, my man. Her ruling also noted how prosecutors had called for counsel to be assigned for an inquiry into the juror, who has given several interviews to press outlets regarding his jury service in this case. In her order, Nathan gave the juror's attorney until January 26 to brief the court on his behalf, with all the submissions and responses due by February 9th, ready for decision. There is Anna. All the prospective jurors had been given questionnaires asking, among other things, if they or anyone in their families had experienced abuse. However, David, a 35-year-old Manhattan resident, told Reuters that he flew through the questionnaire and had no memory of mentioning his history of being abused. No, they don't ask you the abuse history. They didn't ask it in the questionnaire, he had told the Daily Mail, according to new segments of the interview published after the bid for a mistrial. When the outlet pointed out that the question had been one of those asked, he reportedly said he definitely remembered filling the questionnaire and would have definitely marked yes. But I honestly don't remember the question, he insisted. His new attorney, Spodek, has represented a series of... okay, who cares about this? Let's go to this other article here. All right. This was on Yahoo. There's an article on Bloomberg, but you got to buy a subscription. And I don't have enough goddamn Patreons to buy a goddamn subscription. So I had to find the thrifty way of getting this article. So got it through Yahoo. Whom got it from Bloomberg. That was my way around it. All right. Ghislaine Maxwell, juror who could upend conviction, works for the Carlyle Group. As soon as I heard that, all the bells and whistles in my brain started ring-a-ding-a-ding-dong. The Carlyle Group is an investment firm that also has Jeff Epstein ties. That is the bombshell, guys. How in the hell, in a city, in the city of New York, where you have millions of people, just to get chosen to be on the jury pool for the Maxwell trial, the biggest trial in our lives, in our history. The odds of being a jury are, you probably have better odds of winning the lottery than becoming a juror for this historic trial. And someone with Jeff Epstein ties makes the juror pool. God damn, that is a bombshell that I just found out a few hours ago. God damn, that is massive. And if anyone had any doubts, any questions for effery, there you go. Let's read this article. Let's see if they go into the connections between Epstein and the Carlyle Group. I already read the article. I already know the answer to that. Let's see. Ghislaine Maxwell, juror who could upend conviction, works for the Carlyle Group. This is from Bloomberg. The juror in the Ghislaine Maxwell trafficking trial, whose press comments may result in a new trial for the convicted pedophile. Quit calling her a socialite. I'm getting sick of these articles that say, oh, where Epstein factually committed suicide. And they still refer to him as a financier. No, these guys are pedophiles. Say it with me, mainstream news. Maxwell is officially a pedophile, a convicted pedophile. Whether a mistrial happens or whatever, this person has been convicted as such. So I'm tired of seeing these socialite remarks all the time. You see this time and again. Spin jobs. And it's not a conspiracy theory or any of that. We know that Maxwell had ties to these media outlets, and so this could be a way of protecting their friend, throwing softballs at their friend, if you will. All right, sorry, let me get off my high horse. God damn it. May result in a new trial for the convicted pedophile socialite, works as an executive assistant at a private equity giant, Carlyle Group Incorporated. In a video newspaper interview since December 29 verdict, the juror said he was a victim of abuse. And let's see, we already read most of this. Okay. So we already read it on that last article. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But I'm skimming it through. So if you guys are listening to it on Spotify, whatever, I'm reading the article. It's all stuff we already covered. Let's see. 4 women testified at Maxwell's trial that they were abused as teenagers by Maxwell and Epstein. Scotty David told the Daily Mail that he approached the trial with an open mind about Maxwell, but eventually decided she was guilty as Epstein. I don't want to call her a monster, but a predator is the right word, he told the tabloid. Following his interviews, prosecutors asked the judge for an inquiry into Scotty David's comments. Maxwell's lawyer said the judge should skip straight to ordering a new trial. This is exactly what this was all about. It is clear to Ms. Maxwell that based on the juror's record of remarks, a new trial is required, the attorney wrote in a letter. And based on the law, this very well could be the case. Okay, here's the other thing I want to write. The individual is an executive assistant at Carlyle Group, a spokesperson for the firm said in a statement. We do not comment on employee personal matters. How convenient. Now, since these guys wrote this huge spiel with mostly accurate information, but omitting the bombshell news that Epstein also has ties to the Carlyle Group, that is not very well done. And I'm assuming this reporter who wrote this article had to know better. And so for whatever reason, it is omitted from this article. Okay. So on this article from the New York Post, it's, you guys can read it. It's KKR's Henry Kravis and George Roberts to step down. It's private equity, not noncery, tied to Leon Black and Associates. But at the very bottom here of this article, the KKR shakeup comes from amid leadership changes at other massive private equity companies, including Apollo and Carlyle. Former Apollo CEO Leon Black stepped down following an investigation into his dealing with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. He was replaced by Mark Rowan. Carlyle Group co-founders David Rubenstein, William Conway, and Daniel left the outfit in 2018 for it to be run by CEO Keeson Lee. I'm not sure however the hell you say his name, but these connections are everywhere. Again, what are the odds to be a juror on the Maxwell trial to begin with? And then not only that, but to have one of the jurors that works at the Carlyle Group with ties to Epstein to make the cut. Come on, man. Come on. Just ridiculous garbage. Ridiculous noncery afoot. And this whole trial, well, I guess I can give more of my opinion on Odysee. I don't want to toe the line here on this platform. This is what I mean. If you guys like the content, go to Odysee. We can be a little bit more uncut, natural, and unfiltered. And let's see. Okay, another source for Maxwell News is my man Addy Ads. Like I said at the very beginning, I did have a conversation with him about a week ago, and it is all up there if you guys are interested. Great show that we did. But you can follow him on Twitter. Well, before we get there, okay, the Carlyle Group, if you guys are still lost as what the hell the Carlyle Group even is, let's go to Wikipedia. They make no mention of Jeff Epstein on Wikipedia. Not surprising. But here we go from Wikipedia. The Carlyle Group is an American multinational private equity, alternative asset management, and financial services corporation. It specializes in private equity, real assets, and private credit. In 2015, Carlyle was the world's largest private equity firm by capital raised over the previous 5 years, according to the PEI 300 index. Though by 2020, it had slipped into second place. So it's a private equity company. Before I forget, let's watch this video here from RT. And see, you can change the speed on YouTube and on the podcast players. Some people say that I speak too slow and that yeah. If you want me to speak faster, just pick up the speed on the damn player. God damn it. And there you go. Problem solved. Okay. I found this video clip on the Carlyle Group and their shady past. This private equity firm.
This rewriting of history by those more interested in profit than truth happens in small ways all the time, when no one's looking. It just happened again, and on this occasion, it involves the John F. Kennedy Museum in Boston. It just received a large investment of $2.25 million from none other than Carlyle Group co-founder David Rubenstein. The Carlyle Group is one of the world's biggest asset management firms. They manage sprawling funds that touch just about every market in the world. They handle buyouts, they invest largely in defense and energy. They have almost $200 billion in assets under management. The Carlyle Group is one of those massive financial companies that are extremely powerful and are also extremely hard to figure out because their influence is so complex, far-reaching, and very much under the public radar. In other words, the Carlyle Group is exactly the kind of company that JFK railed against. There are whole books dedicated to how much JFK was against the growing power of the corporate and banking elite. He had just come into his presidency after Eisenhower left office and had issued his famous warning against the military-industrial complex, and JFK tried to heed that warning. Some say that's what got him killed. Whether or not that's true, it is most definitely well documented that JFK railed against exactly the kind of entity that the Carlyle Group exemplifies.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah, the Carlyle Group is no bueno. A lot of shady stuff, a lot of shadiness. And the fact that this juror that is now the pillar to whether the Maxwell trial gets a new trial also works for the Carlyle Group, which again is tied to Jeff Epstein. Whitney Webb, she has done excellent work on the whole Epstein Maxwell stuff. She has covered in depth the connections between Jeff Epstein and the Carlyle Group. So if you guys want more on that, that is another great source. But my boy Addy Ads here on Twitter, you can find him on Twitter at /1. So one ONEADDYADDS. He made a video earlier today, and it's here on his Twitter. We'll play it here. Okay, Scott David of Juror retains private counsel. Who is getting the check? Why has he gone rogue? Why the Cheez-Its? He works for the Carlyle Group. So let's listen to what my man Addy Ads has to say on that.
What is up, folks? Addy Ads here at Union Station, 14th Street, New York City, New York. Going to be getting on the queue in a second here. I'm doing an in-person interview today, so it's a few spots. But just checking in here from New York City. Many developments this week in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial/case. We have had Jurorgate, thanks to Lucia Crowley, breaking that story and being the first person to interview Scotty David, who has now lawyered up with a private lawyer. He declined public counsel from Judge Nathan, who is paying for his lawyer. I think that's a very valid question. And we saw him leaving his Midtown Manhattan apartment earlier this week with a travel bag, a box, a shoe box for women's boots, it looked like, and then a family-sized box of Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its crackers. He was carrying a family-sized box of Cheez-Its. He must like Cheez-Its. Is he still in New York? I don't know, but he's retained now. Private counsel has Scotty David. And this is a problem, it seems. The fact that he did not disclose truthfully his sexual abuse history as a child on the questionnaire is not good news for the prosecution. Is this juror paid off? Is he bought off? Is he an asset of the Central Intelligence Agency? Is he an asset of the Secret Service? Is he a foreign asset for the Mossad, for MI6, for another intelligence agency that I haven't listed? I don't know. Caroline Andriano, we now know her last name, witness Caroline Andriano. I believe she's mid-30s. Married mother, I think. She certainly has children. I don't know if she's married or not. Recently waived her right to privacy and corroborated Virginia Roberts' assertion that she had indeed slept with Prince Andrew in 2001. Big developments. I got to catch this cue.
All right. So that was my man, Addy Ads. I forgot to play this video. Here's the video of Scotty David running around with the Cheez-Its box. Check out this clown. What the hell, man? You genuinely can't make this shit up, man. Are they messing with us? I feel like we're getting trolled constantly with these little things. You got this clown that works for the Carlyle Group running around with a Cheez-Its box. Oh man, it's stuff that makes you want to rip your hair out and get frustrated, but you have to laugh at it because it'll drive you nuts. But yeah, as I started the whole Maxwell thing, I knew justice wasn't going to be served, and I've said it before, but some people were relieved that she was convicted. I wasn't, because I still don't think anywhere, and with this mistrial in the works, I'm confirmed by this, but when you have all these other clowns, these co-conspirators not even facing any repercussions, justice was never served. So that's my opinion on it. I will expand on that on Odysee. We will be there in about 45 after the hour. I think I put a timer on the Odysee channel, so that's in about 15 minutes. I will get the rest of the show there. If you want to comment on this or anything else, feel free to hit the StreamYard link. Feel free to message me on Skype if you want to do that. Let me know. Message me first, and we will get you on. And thank you guys for coming out. Truly appreciate each and one of y'all. The show is not ended, so if you are on YouTube and this is your first time on YouTube watching the show is continuing on. So we will see you guys in a few minutes. Hugs and kisses.